I'm John, I'm 59 years old and I'm a 4-chord strummer. In this video, what does the title say? We're going to talk about the only 4 chords that you need at, well, for me, 59 or 59, 69. If you deal with joint pain, stiffness, things like that, these chords are easier on the hands than a lot of the other ones. There's a ton of chords that you can play that stretch the fingers and are uncomfortable to play. These 4 chords are not. They're easier and you can play tons of songs with them. I venture to guess thousands, and you can make up your own. All right, before I get into that though, I just want to let you know that I played drums for 40 years before I got into guitar. So I started guitar at 54, so been in this for 5 years. These are my 4 go-to chords. I love them. I play them a lot. Not that I can't play anything else, but not as good as these 4 chords. First one is the G major chord. G major chord is easier because it does not require a lot of grip strength. Once you build up calluses, I'm barely squeezing on the neck here. I mean, I can take my thumb off and not even hold it like that. I'm using this as leverage, pulling back just a little bit. But once you build up calluses for that, you can play that. Not a lot of grip strength, and you're not stretching your fingers very far on that one. So pretty self-explanatory. Again, all these kind of are. And you can play a 4-finger G major. You can play 3, which is the one I most often use, is 3-finger, or you can even go 2. So like if I'm certain songs, if I want to. I'll use that version of the G if I'm going to play another chord within that, like on Take It Easy by the Eagles, how that one starts out, or whatever the version I play. The next one is the C major. Now you're probably thinking C major, that's a little more difficult. Yeah, it is. There is a little bit of a stretch for the ring finger to get to the 3rd fret, the A of the 3rd fret, and then mute that top string. So you're only strumming the 5 of the 6 strings. Or if you can reach over the top with your thumb and mute it, which I really can't, and make it sound good, so I have to do that. But up until this video, I didn't even know you could play there was a 2-finger version of the C major chord, but there is. So if that's too much of a stretch and you want to keep it without putting a capo on, you just want to do this. Lift your ring finger off of there and just play it that way. Ring finger on, 3-finger G, 2-finger G. It's a little bit different, not much though. You can get away with it, right? Ready to go, I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. It works. So the C major chord, don't have to press down as much on that one either once you get it down. You can make it easier for yourself by putting the capo, say for instance on the 2nd fret. Now you shorten the distance between the frets, are closer together, so you can get that 3-finger C chord. See what I mean? See what I mean? We're talking about the C today. You think we're a bunch of pirates. Oh boy. Okay, the next one would be the D major chord. The D major chord's great. I mean, it's compact. You don't have to press down really hard. I don't know. That's personal opinion, right? So I'm not really pressing down that hard. The one thing about those is, you see the grooves in my fingers? Yeah, those are from those the G, B, and the E, pressing down on those strings. But it's compact, easy to play. So that's the D major chord. Ideal for here. So in my extensive research, Google says that the D major chord is ideal for older hands or stiffer, you know what we're talking about here, because it is compact, requiring minimal finger strength compared to bar chords, and uses only the top 4 strings. They call these the top 4 strings. I call them the bottom 4. What do I know? So uses the top 4 strings, allowing for a lighter touch, not as much grip strength to hold down. The G is the same way. C's not bad either. I'm not going to cramp up holding that, but I've been playing for 5 years, learning for 5 years, if you want to get technical. But I don't use, so my grip strength I built up my grip strength. So yeah, maybe I guess you could say, well, yeah, you built your grip strength up, over these 5 years. So it may seem like you're not pressing down, but no, I'm really not. That's not a lot. I'm pulling against it here, using that for leverage, and I can still play the chords. All right, the last one, E minor. That's kind of a no-brainer, right? You can use your middle finger and your ring finger to play it, or your index finger and your middle finger, depending on what song you're learning. All right here in the 2nd fret. How easy can that be? Doesn't take much pressure at all. At all. I'm not even squeezing on that. And you can play a whole song in the 2nd fret if you want to learn Horse with No Name. All right, so like I said before, you can also add the capo, and that's what I'll do. I'll throw it on the 3rd fret, and I'll just mess around with doing little strumming patterns. I screwed up there. Those are the 4 chords, messing around with that. Like I said, I was playing Leaving on a Jet Plane, which is 3 chords, the D major, G major, and the C major. So, bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. And then I press down on my pinky on the E. So that's a familiar tune. And the thing is the more you practice and the more you learn, the more you play, the more you discover. So like what I'll do is put this on the 3rd fret and I'll just start strumming. Different strumming patterns. Like I've got the 40 years of drumming background. So yeah, there's rhythms in my head going off all the time. So I'm just playing different rhythms, doing this and that. And pretty soon it's like, hey, I just made that up. Cool. So the more you play, the more you learn, the more you play, the more you discover, and then the more creative you can be. Really, John? Really? I'm telling you the truth. It's a pretty cool thing. It was exciting for me, so hopefully it's exciting for you too. But here's one I wanted to share with you before I go, or before we end this video. This requires the capo on the 4th fret. By the way, I use ultimateguitar.com as a resource. I subscribe to that. I pay $40 a year for this subscription service to millions of songs that I can print off. They've got the chord shapes on them, notes if you want them, tabs if you want them, everything. The words to the songs, where the chord changes are. This one is called Oh Glorious Day. It's a version done by Casting Crowns. And I heard that and I was like, I want to see what it looks like on Ultimate Guitar, if it's something I could play, because I thought it was pretty cool. And why? It's because it's got this chord in it. It's all open chords, easy chords to play. Even the C major 7, one I'd never heard of, but man, it's a beautiful. So here's your G, and then the C major 7. Using my middle finger to mute the E, the low E, and then I've got my index finger on the D string, 2nd fret. So it's one day when heaven stood with his praises. One day when sin was black as could be, Jesus came forth to be born of a virgin, dwelt among men, my example is he. And then it changes to that A minor. Ooh, cool. It makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Oh, love it. Oh, that's what music does to you. So, really cool. Those are the 4 chords. Just wanted to go over that with you. And they are really easier on the hands, actually. The C might be a little bit of a stretch there, but like I said, you can use a 2-finger version of that. and it doesn't take these don't take a lot of grip strength. Maybe at first, as you're starting out, you're really just squeezing the heck out of the neck because you want to squeezing the heck out of the neck. That rhymed. This guy's nuts, isn't he? But that's it. Sorry about that. Not much more to say about that. What can you say? Those are the 4 chords. So let's just wrap this up here. My name's John. I'm 59 years old and I'm a 4-chord strummer and I love it. This was great. I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and if you've got any advice you'd like to share or a story you'd like to share. And no, you don't have to be 50 or older to comment. I've had people commenting that are way younger and they share their stories. Some are older that have shared their stories from when they were younger about how they played guitar, and that I actually have some valid points, valid things to share. How about that? Amazing. So thank you very much for your time and attention. Appreciate it. And that's it. Have a great day. Bye.